What is up, guys and girls? It's me, Thomas1 here, and today we are going to be taking a look at a Transformer that I have been waiting to get a hold of for quite a while. I didn't buy it in 2014, I didn't recently buy it in 2017, I bought it in 2018, because number one, it was on half price, and I'm sure you guys, it was actually less than half price, but I'm sure by the title you guys already know what it is. Today we're going to be taking a look at Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. Now, this is not the first edition version, which is like 5 times bigger. Yeah, this one is like so much more bigger, so much more chrome. Actually, probably a lot less chrome. But pretty much, it's the leader class Last Night Optimus Prime and Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. I wanted this guy back in 2014, but he was just way too expensive for me to buy back then. So I just waited, and I bought this one used, and I say I bought it used because I only have his shield for his accessories. So, I don't have his sword, but his sword kind of looked like crap anyway, so I'm not going to worry about the sword. Not going to worry about the sword, we don't need to worry about that. So, but the main thing is that we got the figure here at hand. So, without further ado, actually first off, we're going to do a quick comparison to the only other Transformer Autobot I have in my current possession right at the moment. Here he is with 2007 Deluxe Class Long Haul. It's actually pretty accurate, if you do ask me. It's a pretty accurate scale right there. Door stay shut. And now, without further ado, let's get this Transformer looked at and transformed. So, Leader Class Prime. I dig this guy. I really do. I think this guy is really, really cool. I think that I think it's a really good Transformer. I just don't appreciate one thing, and this bugged a lot of people when they saw this guy in hand and everything. I don't like the fact that he's a shell former. I mean, yes, he's a leader class, and yes, he does have some sort of integration with the transformation, but he is first and foremost a shell former, and that is one thing that I don't like. But I do like this mold, and I do like the way this truck looks, and I like the way he turns out in robot mode. So, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this top section, untab it, and accordion it up. Then the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take these side panels and untab them. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a moment when I say he is a shell former. So, pretty much do that. And then, you're going to want to come to the bottom here, untab this, bring the whole back section up, and then slide it down. It basically just compresses a little bit. The one thing I really did wish they did was made these only on the accordion so that they could take these pieces and maybe fold them inward and then have this piece move, but then again, I'm not the one who designed this thing. I would have designed it maybe a little better, but you know what? It's still okay. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take these, or what are going to become his legs, rotate them down, and pretty much just twist them around like so. Fold down the crotch piece, get these arms out of the way. You're going to want to basically take the arms, and when you're going to pull them back, you're going to want to hear a click on both sides. And then he's got really nice ratchety elbows. Then you're going to want to take this, split it, and then that going off to the side. And this is one thing lots of other people don't like too. I'm going to fold this up a bit because he's getting a little bit taller. This is what people don't like. The head pops right off when you push down the chest. So be careful when you do that. Got to get that back up, and then basically get this all accordion and fixed up a bit more. Then you're going to want to bring the legs forward a bit, if you can, and split them. Make sure they do split. Take this front grill section, lift it up, and rotate it back. And then take these legs, or what are going to become the feet, flip them back, and then rotate this 180, and then fold down the foot. Pretty simple. Do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of make sure you get it all out of the way. Take this, rotate, take this, fold it up. First thing you gotta do, forgot about that. Fold this down, and then fold out feet. And then rotate this. And there you got that bit done. And then we're almost done. Yes, I say we're almost done because we are almost done. Now, then you're going to want to take these skirt pieces, or what are going to become as skirt pieces. Going to want to fold these all the way in, and then make sure that they fold just like so. Make sure you get those out of the way. Make sure that gets them done. Push this all the way in, and then get all that done, and then are we done? Are we done? Yes, we're done. I think we're done. Yes, we're done. We are done. And here is Leader Prime in his robot mode. Now, Takara Tomy did fix these issues with the chrome chest plate. Not a big fan. Really wish they could have done it better, but they didn't. So, first thing that you're going to want to notice with this guy is a lot of chrome on the chest. I'm not a big fan of the chrome on the chest, but, you know, what am I going to do? He does have opposable thumbs. Well, they're not on a ball joint. They're on just a little hinge joint here, which is meant for his sword, and he can't hold it in both of his hands. Just his thumb is on a, you know, thing. And then only on one arm, which I kind of don't understand why they would only do it on one arm specifically. Only on one arm, the shield can plug in. I have the same issue with the first edition Prime. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, this piece back here, there we go, it's really tight on my version at least. You can take this, fold it up, and then lock it into place. This one's really tight on my version, so you can have the sword held in the back of his backpack as a sheath. Not a big fan of the backpack former here. I mean, yes, they did give us a little bit of leeway with the sliding wheels, because I mean, otherwise it would just look like that, and you know, who wants to buy a big transformer that looks like that? You know, you'd rather buy something like that. But you know, it's not something it's not something that I'm really heavy set on. You know, go out and buy this, or go out and buy every version of this one you can get a hold of. There are about, I think there are 6 versions of this guy right now on the market. I could be wrong. There's the Age of Extinction version, there's the Takara version, there's the Last Night version, there's the Shadow Spark Optimus Prime. Oh no, there is 6 versions. There's also the Battle Knight Optimus Prime, and then there's the Excalibur Optimus Prime. There are 6 versions. I was correct. Yes, I got that right. And there are a couple of them are made by Tomy. This version of the mold and the Last Night version of the mold are made by Takara, which is a pretty good company, if I do say so myself. They do make some really awesome toys. Now, in terms of scale, here he is with another Leader class from 10 years ago. Here he is with Leader Megatron. As you can see, he's much smaller. Much smaller. Get this guy back out of the way. Nope, you stay. I do not like figures that display. There we go. Ugh. Now, his sword, you can buy other versions of his sword, which I would personally recommend buying a different version of his sword, because the Sword of Judgment, the Sword of Judgment, I think is what it's called. It's just not up to par with the rest of how this figure looks. It's transparent yellow, and I really don't like it and really don't care for it as much. So, pretty much, here's your figure. Here's Optimus Prime. Real quick, let's get a good close up on this face sculpt here. It's a good face sculpt. I do like this face sculpt. I like the Last Night Voyager class version a lot better, but I do like this face sculpt. If there were a couple things I'd change about this figure, I would probably change the chrome. I wouldn't use chrome. I would use silver paint, because the chrome, when it chips off in a really bad-looking manner. So I wouldn't personally use chrome for it. I would use something else. I would also probably I would also probably not have this chest looking thing here. And if you're gonna go through all that detail, actually, yeah, let's get a good close-up look on this detail real quick. Look at all that detail on his chest, or under his chest, actually. There's like so much room there where they could have just hollowed this out a bit and maybe made a little spot for a matrix or something. You know, it would have been nice, but that's not what Hasbro gave us. But you know what? I ain't gonna cry about this. I'm not gonna cry about it because this figure it's pretty cool. It's not particularly a figure that I would say go out and go buy this. You know, it's not something I would say just go out and go buy this instantly. I would say personally, if you're gonna go for a leader class Optimus Prime figure, I would personally go for the Excalibur Optimus Prime because that one is a lot more screen accurate. It's got all the screen accurate details, and it does come with all of his weapons from the movie. They also got rid of this backpack thing here and turned it into a shield, which I absolutely think that was smart and ingenious of them. They pretty much just took whatever was back here. I gotta get his legs to go forward. They pretty much took all, you know, this whole chunk right here and just turned it into a shield. Not this shield, it's a different looking shield, but then I think it was the shield. It looks more like the Dark of the Moon. I can't remember what it was called. I'm not 100% sure on what it was called, but it looked like I think it was the Buster Prime. I think it was Buster Prime. Buster Prime. It looked more like the Buster Prime shield. So it wouldn't surprise me if they came out with another mold for this character. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they had just maybe given this character a little more time and a little bit more energy. I think it really would have sold well. I honestly do think so. Keep that crouch plate down. I honestly think that if they had given this more time, given this a little bit more effort, and instead of having the look that it has here, I think it would have had a better look if they had pretty much given it a lot more attention. I think this figure of all of them, this figure and the American release of Grimlock needed more attention from Hasbro, because I don't know if you've seen, I'm sure by now you've seen photos of Leader Class Grimlock, of the Age of Extinction version at least. That figure needed a lot of attention. There was chrome here, chrome there, a little bit of orange here, a little bit of silverish orange there, a little bit of crummy paint here and there. Why? The version I'm getting is the Platinum Edition, which was the only one that really sold well. It was the only version that really didn't make me want to gouge my eyeballs out. This guy didn't want to make me gouge my eyeballs out because it has some good features. It does have some good features. Granted, not all of them are ones that I would have picked for it, but it does have some good features. It's just not one that I would recommend all out go buy this figure. That was more of this character. I would recommend anybody buy this figure, not everybody go buy this figure. So, but anyways, this is Thomas Final One saying goodbye for now, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a comment down below about what Transformer you want to see me do next. Don't forget to leave a shout. I'm leaving a shout out right now. Shout out to iStar552. You're my homeboy. I know I do that a lot, but you my homeboy. Also, shout out to crap, who else was that guy's name? I was supposed to say his name. What is his name? Crap, I can't remember his name. Oh, Take Along Productions. Yes, shout out to that guy as well. So pretty much, shout out to the people who pretty much have helped me out with this show. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and peace.